Hello, Vlogalogue. Whoa. Is it just me or do I look freaking cracked out today? Oh, my eyes. Just don't feel like shaving. I don't feel like shaving. There's not enough time to shave. There is. I just don't like shaving. Like a lot. I really don't like shaving. And I'm comfortable on this channel to not shave. So that's nice. So this week we're going to talk about what terrifies us. So that's great. Super good. Things that we're afraid of. Or just fears in general, actually. I guess we could. Like, I don't understand people that have irrational fears because I find them to be irrational. Yeah. I just find fears to be a really interesting psychological phenomenon. Like people who are really, really afraid of spiders when they can't really hurt you. Like, for the most part. There's very few spiders that can actually do any kind of damage to you. But, like, like any more than, like, an ant would be able to do things to you. Like, it's just... I don't get it. I don't get it. But when it comes to the things that I, personally, am the most afraid of, I would say that I'm probably most afraid of failure. And I mean, for a lot of people, most people are afraid of death, which doesn't really make sense to me. Alex talked about the inevitability of it. Like, no matter how much you're going to be able to extend your life, at some point you are eventually going to die. Like, things are not infinite. Existence is not infinite, rather. Some things are infinite. But because then that those things are inevitable, I find it foolish to fear them, because no matter what we do, we're not going to be able to influence that. There's a quote, and I apologize, but I'm not certain who said it. It's something along the lines of, if you can change something, don't worry about it, because you can change it. Just change it, then you don't have to worry about it. And if you can't change it, don't worry about it. You can't change it, so there's no sense in worrying about it. So, although, I mean, that's worry and fear are sort of two different things. Same side of the spectrum, though. But for my biggest fear is definitely failure, and it's very much because of my history that I have this sort of fear, that I cannot stand the idea of being inadequate. It's to the point where you get this sort of paralyzing not even wanting to try thing, and that is just one of the worst things that your own brain can do to you. Just being so afraid of not being good enough at something that you don't even want to try it. And I think that's sort of how we are socialized to be. Because you know, we need to fail in order to learn. Like, that's how, I mean, that's effectively how the scientific method works. Like, you need to be wrong in order to learn. So like I said, I don't really fear my own death, but I do fear the death of people that I care about, like my parents particularly. And I want to be in a place where I feel like my parents are very proud of me, and I'm worried that I'm not going to be in that place in time. And that is one of my fears right now too. This is a super depressing vlog, and I'm sorry. The things that I try to do are almost always in spite of that fear of failure, and it's a constant sort of tug of war between trying to do it and trying to get it done, and not thinking that I'm good enough, and and with the things that I'm trying to do right now in my life. It's really hard because I don't exactly feel like I'm succeeding. So that's been pretty rough. And it's really hard to push against that. Like I said, the feeling of sort of being on that brink of failing. And really, with the things that I'm doing, I think that I'll succeed if I keep at them long enough. And it's only really failing if I give up, right? But it's hard. It's really hard sometimes. Oh, this is a super depressing vlog, I'm sorry. To lighten the mood, there is one thing that I'm a little irrationally afraid of now that I think about it. I really don't like feces. Yep, I won't clean toilets. And after everything, I think that's the thought that I will end on. I fear failure and poop. Bye.